My name is Freda Cannon, and I have been at Laurel House since 1993.
For the last 28 years, any abuse victim that's needed help from the Laurel House may have heard Miss Freda Cannon's voice answer the phone.
And Miss Freda is that voice on the phone that will pick up and she will say, "This is Freda, F-R-E-D-A." Miss Freda is the anchor of Laurel House Shelter.
Which meant Freda refused to leave the shelter during the pandemic.
It's a part of me. It's my purpose. It's my strength.
And since the number of women needing help to escape their abusers during the pandemic only increased, there was no way Freda was going home now.
I noticed the increase of people reaching out for help because they are in an enclosed environment.
What have they just been through within that hour when they're meeting you?
They need to see that they can trust. They have to see that you're listening to them.
She continued to get them through scary moments on the phone, organize the resources once they would arrive at the shelter, and through those physical arrangements, she gave them a bigger picture.
There's hope.
My kids love you. They're like, "Oh, I loved it when Miss Freda was on duty."
Domestic violence survivor Jill remembers.
In that moment in your life, more than anything, you need someone who is just really truthful with you. And she was that, honest voice and that loving heart that you could really trust and lean into.
And this is why, after 28 years, Laurel House promoted her to assistant to the director of shelter and housing. And just recently, she received an award from the Commission on Crime and Delinquency.
I'm trying to hold it together.
Then I'm getting emotional just thinking about it because Miss Freda is that person that will allow that individual to call and feel safe. And so many people will come into the shelter and say, "Where's Miss Freda?"
And you could also see that when the children are looking at their mom, they're looking at me, or they're looking at staff, and they need to see that this is a safe place.
And now that the world is slowly reopening, Ms. Freda says nothing for her changes because the need to turn victims like Jill into survivors is a lifelong mission, independent of circumstances.
It is not an easy journey, but it is so worth it, and it is so exciting, and it is so positive and life-giving, and I'm so grateful to be on the other side.
A safe haven. Montgomery County is seeing a 9% spike in domestic violence since the pandemic started. If you need help, the number is 800-799-7233, right there on your screen. You can also find it on our website.